1800 metres is the distance of race number 6, and we go up a grade to a Class 3. Champion Dragon, second time at Happy Valley for him. He was 4th first up over the 1800 metres. Savvy Kingman, a 3-time course and distance winner. Tempest Express makes his Happy Valley debut. Intrepid winner, 5th when resuming at Sha Tin last time. Pragmatism goes up in trip to the 1800. Well, Famous has had a trial since his last start. We've got Bulletproof hanging his second run in Class 3. Robot Warrior with the blinkers on again, and Insured won't mind the step up in trip from the 1650 to the 1800. Dom.
And the speed in this race, Champion Dragon, well, he led them up from a wide stall at Sha Tin last start, but Lucky Diamond likes to lead as well, although he was out the back at his recent barrier trial up at Chung Fa. World Famous, he was poor last time out, but he certainly has led in the past, so maybe they can press on with him if they can get it across easy enough.
Yeah, and Savvy Kingman, another one that likes to lead as well. So for an 1800 metre race, there's definitely a lot of pace, and the Champion Dragon, he's just not settling in his track work in the morning, and I just wonder if they'll let him run along. He did set up some pretty fast sectionals at Sha Tin last start, but he stuck on really well.
He did just a little late fade when condition gave out, but it is a Lucky Diamond where we start, and his rider is Luke Curry.
Luke, Lucky Diamond is a horse that you're beginning to know really well. Third time you're going to ride him on Wednesday, and comes into the race in super form.
Yeah, it'd be nice to make it 3 from 3, but he's obviously up in grade. Down in weight but up in grade, so winning form's good form, and I'm looking forward to him tomorrow night.
Just on that win last time, I mean, he was able to dictate, you're able to dictate quite nicely. I know it was a weaker race, but he showed a really good attitude, didn't he, and a willing one as well. He
did, he always travelled well, and he was strong for the line. He showed a nice kick off the corner. I think the race, this race looks like there might be a bit more pressure and be a bit harder for him. I don't think he's going to get it all his own way, but he is a tough type of horse, so that might not be that detrimental to him.
I wanted to ask you about that pressure aspect that you mentioned, because the time 2 starts ago when you won him, you took a lead. Is he reliant on having to lead, or is he a horse that's quite versatile?
Yeah, I think he raced obviously in the first 2 or 3. I don't think he necessarily has to lead. He was outside lead the start before, but he definitely appreciated being in front last time and having it his own way. But I don't think that's a complete must.
He's had plenty of work, obviously, as you would leading up to this race. You had a set on him Saturday, but you happy with what you felt?
Yeah, he hasn't gone backwards. I couldn't say he felt any better than what he'd felt beforehand, but he definitely hasn't gone back. So he should acquit himself well.
Just on acquitting himself, I mean, he does go up in grade, which is always going to be tough. We know it's tough here in Hong Kong. But do you feel now that he's got that sort of momentum going forward, that he can really make an impact in this sort of grade?
Well, I hope so. Yeah, I'm hoping he can. He won with a bit of weight last time, and confidence is a big thing, and his confidence is up.
It's worth getting down to the lightweight for him, I suppose.
For sure.
That is Luke Curry, who partners Lucky Diamond again this week. Replays, Paul, and we start with Champion Dragon, who you mentioned led up for a long time at Sha Tin last start.
Yeah, he definitely did here, and look, he was entitled to drop away about now because those sectionals are really quick, but he stayed on really well, and he was in this photo and ended up being, just a length or so away from winning the race. He's only had the 1 run in Happy Valley. He did finish towards the back here, but he hasn't been in this type of form with this run under his belt from barrier number 2. Look, he's definitely one of the main players for me.
Yeah, the form's been okay out of the race. Of course, that's hit the shot there behind him. He's come out and won SJ Torby, and he hasn't come out and won since. But it was a good run, I thought, from Champion Dragon.
The hit the shot colours appear here again, Tom, but this is Tempest Express running 7th at Sha Tin. How do we line him up coming to Happy Valley? He's never been here, not even a trial.
No trial. He did cast a plate, so there might have been a little excuse for him last time out. He was at the rear in this run, so I actually didn't mind. I was going to put him on top here with Zach Purton going on board. Made some ground out late. Circuit Stella's going to go around at the weekend in the Panasonic Cup, so yeah, I think he's a good chance in this race.
Yeah, he was right on the cusp. I didn't quite get him in just because of that fact that he hasn't been here before. There's that little bit of unknown. But look, the horse is going well, and it was a good run fresh up from him.
And that is Tempest Express. And finally, Paul, we've got Bulletproof running 8th, Pragmatism 9th, and Insured makes up many lengths here.
Yeah, look, I'm quite interested in Bulletproof here because this horse has won 2nd up in the past. The 1800 metres being by dissident shouldn't be a problem. He's had a couple of runs over it in the past. and he has got that really good second up record. I think he'll get the race run to suit with a bit of pace on as well.
Yeah, I've got Insured in here. He was slower waves at the rear, but look at him making good ground and knocks all those other horses off for a fourth placing there. Interesting, he is eligible for Class 4, but David Hall persisting here in Class 3 and up in trip with only 116 pounds on his back.
And he has won to just short of 2,000 metres at Sandown in the UK before arriving. Do you stick with the Dragon?
Yeah, I've got to. I think I just think he can sort of dictate in front. It was a huge run from him last time. He's just going to carry the weight here, but he's on top, bulletproof with a good second up record. Savvy Kingman, another one with a good second up record. I think he's going to strip a lot fitter from his second run. And Intrepid Winner should get the race run to suit, and I think he can run on strongly as well. So 1, 9, 2 and 5.
Tempest Express coming to Happy Valley for the first time is the way I've gone with here in race number 6. Comes into this with a nice enough run behind Circuit Stella, close up behind Gallant Crown, and also Amazing Victory in his prior 2 runs. Champion Dragon just knocked off late. Insured was making good ground last start and not prepared to leave out Savvy Kingman with his course and distance record, even though he was a little disappointing, I thought, last start. So 4, 1, 12 and 2.
She's an open race on paper and an open race in betting early too. Champion Dragon is the favourite, but he's at a quote of 5.3.